Hello gang, Kaidaski again, and this is my latest VoD review for the Space Circle. This is for a postseason scrim against Woohoo, another team I'm a big fan of. So yeah, the idea of this scrim was we had an hour's coaching session beforehand where we focused primarily on communication. So we focused on improving those color callouts, positional callouts, and general helpful callouts, such as when you've won possession, lost possession, when there's a loose disc. So I was recording this game from my PC, but also in the game as a spectator. So between rounds, I would pop down and give them some coaching tips. So between rounds, I'll share what my coaching tips mid round were. But yeah, let's just dive straight into it. I'll try to be a little bit quicker than usual so it doesn't drag on because it is 3 rounds and I've got a habit of talking way too much. So here we go. Let's find the start of the game. I hope I've set it up so that you can just about hear your comms in the background, but it's not so loud that it comes over my voice. If there's anything I think important that you need to listen back to, I'll turn it up loud. Where we do? Here we go. Great start, I like that. Rapid. Ruthless. Nice one, Tommy. I like that, a neutral joust. Instead of just headbutting the disc or slapping it, you have some kind of aim to do, which is good. We always kind of hit it high so our backstack can shoot through and pick it up. But I like that as well. Right. Making sure you're stopping where you should. Make sure you're stopping on diamond there, backstack. Well done for coming forward. Okay, so this is some of the feedback I gave after round 1 was about excessive chatter. So I'm going to just make it so you can hear yourselves better. But this is an example of excessive chatter where the talking is over the top of other people's communications, and because you're talking, you can't be listening, and because it's so loud, people's call outs are probably getting missed. And Birdie, this is mainly you. Sorry, buddy.
I'm on shield, ready for a cut. I've been beaten by comms.
I've been beat. I've been stoned. What?
Comms it. Oh, they're on me.
You got it? Never mind.
Yeah, I know.
It's me.
See there, you can hear Tommy saying, "Top, I'm behind you if you need," but you can barely hear him over everyone else's chatter.
Behind you.
So, Birdie, you were right. Your first call out was perfect. I'm on shield. All of that, good. But when you get stunned out, just let the team know you've been stunned out, and that's enough. Okay, let's carry on. Good call out, Tob. Hard luck. Just listening to Birdie swearing at everyone. Good comms, Tom. Nice cover. Good red calls. Risky shot there, Tob. Nice slowing it down and going back. Good, Birdie. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit because I don't want it to be hard to hear me. But yeah, you got Birdie telling everyone she's going to slow it down and try and draw them out. Good. So you're defining a game plan here so everyone on the team knows what to expect. So spot on. You spread out nicely. You could do with someone coming over left. So with these kind of slow plays, it's similar to what we do with our cloud setup. But the key really is to spread out as much as you can. So you're really spreading their defense out, because if they're marking you, you want them to be right up next to you. So you're taking another defender out of the game because you're all kind of clumped quite close together. It's a little bit easier to mark you all. So maybe when you're setting up to like a slow play and you want to draw them out, have someone right out here on the wall on left, someone on the wall on right, and then maybe someone equal. So I like this kind of sideways pass option you had. That's good. And then the 2 people forward, probably the attackers, to spread out as wide as you can. Really spread the defense open. Unlucky with a pass. good comms there. So I think there was CC saying once you get this, you're gonna be red. So really good comms there ahead of time. Nice, I like that. But Birdie wasn't quite quick enough to react to it. So as we discussed, red means you're about to lose the disc. Do something with it. I didn't hear a call for a pass from anybody, so Birdie wouldn't know an immediate pass option. So in this instance, you're probably best to try and kind of slap it to the side slightly. You know they're defending quite deep, except at the moment you've got a bit of pressure from these guys. So slapping it away from these guys, but not towards the goal, means your team will probably pick it up. But Tommy, you recovered anyway. Good back pass. Nice to see. Good cross pass. Nice call out, Birdie. Nice back pass. That's the perfect time to bounce for the back pass as well. Unlucky, but as you can see, that everyone was kind of marked or about to be marked in the bubble. Tommy, you could maybe start moving around if you know you're being marked to try to draw the defenders around. One of the things, especially against kind of teams that are kind of below gold, and even a lot of gold teams actually, they tend to mix a little bit of man marking and zonal marking by accident. This is something we do a lot on our team actually. So you had someone marking, I think Gizmo was marking you, and you kind of just waited him out for him to leave you open. What you could have done is come to right shoulder and then to left shoulder and kind of moved all the way around the bubble, and you'll find that by doing that quite often someone will be trying to mark you and then you'll enter someone else's zone that they're marking, so they'll start marking you as well. So suddenly you're folding up their defense basically and grouping them together, and you won't get the disc because you've got 2, maybe 3 players marking you, but you've opened up the bubble for everyone else. So try not to be too static like this. You want to be moving around the bubble if you're marked, because it's a good way of folding their defense up. But I'm liking these sideways passes. It's good because it's spreading them out, it's moving them around, creating chances. Hard luck. Nice one, Tommy. Yeah, a bit of an awkward shot, but you didn't have many other options. Right, where are your stacks? Good. Nice quick stacks to get back. Great work, CC and Birdie. Again, just with the clears, this is something I'm working on. Try not to clear through mid, because as you can see, everyone's quite central at the moment. So if you're going to clear it, try to go for one of the tunnels. It's more likely to get through. Good clear though. Where's your stacks? You got there and eventually. Nearly. Hard luck, guys. Nice CC. Good. So there's a few missed passes, but I think that's purely just as you're warming up into the game. I don't think there's any fundamental errors with the passes you're making. The call-outs for the passes, so you know where you want to pass it. The passing options, the passes you're making are the right choices for the most part. So I think it's just a case of warming up. So the missed passes here, it's just a bit of bad luck. Don't worry about that. The idea is right. That's the main thing. Oh, hard luck, Tub. The right option to shoot there. You had an open goal. Okay. So you can hear, I'm going to open up your comms here because this is quite a good call out here from CC. So you can hear her shouting, when you get a disc here, she's shouting, pass it back, right pack, which is perfect because, and she's right, you've got 4 players in the bubble here and only 2 of you, so you're completely outnumbered.
I'm right pack.
Tommy.
I'm dead.
Yes, Tom. Unlucky shot. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Right pack. Tommy, bring it back.
Tommy!
Yeah. It was an empty goal.
So yeah, CC was right there. Passing it back would have been the option. Yeah, you had too many people, too many defenders in the bubble, an awkward angle, and you didn't have an obvious cut pass. Passing it back would have been the option there. So yeah, well done CC for noticing that and calling for the pass. It's something that your team is. I know your team is still getting used to, so I'm not expecting you to get it right every time. But this is a good example of strong communication from CC. The only bit I don't like is the Tommy like bit at the end. You never want to blame your teammates or have a go at them, and trust me, that's something I'm having to work on. I'm awful at shouting at my teammates when they fuck up, but that's something I'm working on actively. I'm trying not to do so much. But yeah, you never want a player to feel like they've done something wrong because it can drop their morale, and if they're not feeling good, they're not going to play good. So you want to be super supportive if you can. But CC, you're 100% right. That was an option for a back pass there. More unnecessary comms. Okay, so good. Nice setup here. I think Tommy was the only one calling for the pass, though. He was up on left shoulder, and I can hear him shouting left shoulder. But you had Tob and Birdie both in good positions, but not calling for the pass. Now, the player on the disc... Yeah, okay, so CC, you saw Birdie there, that's fine. But you may not have necessarily known she was ready for the pass because she wasn't calling, and Tob wasn't calling, but probably because he was being marked, so that makes sense. You want to be calling out your positions all the time, and if you know you're in a good position, you want to absolutely scream for it. So if I was Birdie down here, I'd be shouting like, left of logo or floor, left floor, something like that. But really making it clear, like I want the disc now, give me the disc, you know. And any kind of communication like that is always going to help the player on the disc. Good pass. Nice. This sideways and backwards passing is something that you've definitely improved on a lot since I last watched you, and it's obviously working. I mean, I think you guys controlled the disc in their half for the majority of the last 4 minutes, just by sort of trying to rush the disc forward and get a goal every time. You're noticing most of the time that pushing forward isn't the right option, and it's a sideways pass or a back pass, and you're dominating possession. So, good on you. Good red call. Again, try to avoid those clears through mid. Good recovery top. Ah, I think that was going in, wasn't it? Good shot to hit Gizmo on the head, though. Are you guys using our cloud play? Oh, not quite, nearly. Hard luck. I just want to see what went wrong there. So I'm not sure if Birdie was trying to pass to Tob or CC. And I don't think either of these guys are sure either. If it was a pass to Tob, that was probably the right option. CC, when she's floating here, it's not the ideal pass, because if it passes off by a couple of inches, she won't grab it because she's floating. That's not your fault, CC. You're just recovering from making a pass, so that's fine. Tommy, where were you? I want to see where you were. What number are you? You're 6. Good. So you realised you were marked, so you spread out and you gave a call out of right ghost. Good. So that pass might have even been meant for you. Birdie, let me know, who was that pass for? Good steal, Tommy. Nice. Great. Now you want to get set up. Spread out. Spread the defence out. Good. That's good. Slow it down. Good. Draw him out. Lovely. Great work, Tob. That's good. Oh, unlucky. Oh, go for that. Cut it. Beautiful, guys. That is such a nice goal. That is a great bit of teamwork there. You've spread out. You've drawn the defence out. You're passing around them. And then you go for the kill. Fucking lovely. Very nice. Let's make sure backstack are doing what I told them. Good. Right, front stack, go for that. Oh, front stack aren't together. Okay. Great, Tob. I love that. Oh, look, you gave a really clear there. You've got the disc, and I'm looking for the cut. Really good. He's telling you to cut. Great, you've got time, you've got space, go for it. Hard luck, birdie. Good effort. But that was great, Tob. Really good communication there, mate. Nice finish. The only thing there I'm not a fan of is birdie. Where are you? Okay, you're there because you just gone for the shot. Fair enough. But I'm not a big fan of how much separation there is between you and CC. I believe. Oh no, CC's only here, so you're not too far away from each other. Yeah, you know, this kind of area where you might lose the disc, it's a bit dodgy. You guys want to be a little bit closer together, so you're ready to stack back if need. And Tommy, I'm not sure why you're all the way back here. So Tommy and Tob as the attackers, you want to be the main guys. That you should be the guys around the bubble the most. In my opinion, anyway. Maybe not everyone will agree with that, but yeah, you kind of want it so that Tommy and Tob are ready to stack together and pressure the disc as soon as possible if you lose the disc here, and Birdie and CC are ready to stack back into defence. But I think it was just the way that play developed. It just so happened you're all a bit out of position, and you adapted. So, not the end of the world. Right, I can hear Birdie saying, "Guys, can we go for an uppercut?" With 5 seconds to go. So it's a little bit late to be making that call. And if I remember rightly, I think your backstack went for the uppercut here, which is quite unusual. So, you know, you remember from the coaching before the game, I said the backstack. What I want to see you doing now is sitting on diamond, ready to mop up any clears or bad passes like this, right? So by going for the uppercut, usually you want the front stack doing this. Front stack's job is to really pressure the disc further up the field. Backstack, if you were sat on diamond right now, you'd be cleaning up. You'd have got that. I mean, Tob and Tommy got there in the end anyway, but that's because it bounced. It stopped quite short. It stopped around here. Usually that bounce would come through quite deep, and then you'd all be ahead of the play, and their team could grab onto it. So make sure you're doing that every time they've got the disc. And neutral joust as well. Backstack, stop on diamond. Great slap, CC. So this is some great communication. You got Tommy saying I'm on nest. No, I'm marked. I'm moving to shoulder and then moving to shoulder, which is something I picked up on last time, where you would move without telling the team you're moving. So great work, Tommy. Tob's calling out his position also, and CC shouting out I'm opposite. And I think one of you suggesting you mirror each other, which is a great call out and a great tactic. So let's see. Hard luck. Not sure. Okay, so you saw Gizmo coming and it kind of rushed your pass a little bit. Understandable. I wasn't sure why you made the pass, but Gizmo's pushing you, so that makes sense. Yeah, the pass to Tob was the right option. Just unlucky with execution. Good birdie. Birdie's just telling the team, don't forget to call out when the disc is floating and stuff. Good. That's a better clear. Hard luck, Tommy. Hey, how did you get that? Perfect self-pass. Nice, Tommy. Hang on. So you got the red call, which prompted the quite panicky pass. It was quite a random one back here, because I don't think CC called out that she was on station, so I think you were just hoping someone was around there, which is risky, because if there wasn't anyone there and the pass had kind of headed towards tunnels, you've effectively cleared it for them. So yeah, in this kind of scenario, you get a red call and you're panicking and you just want to do something with it. Maybe just tap it towards the wall over here, or tap it towards the floor, because their team's getting back to defend here, right? so they're not rushing you particularly. I know Puppet's out, but the rest of these guys are getting ready to set up defense. You could have just like slapped it down to the floor or out to the wall, and there's a good chance your team would have got there first. If they weren't going to get there first, you'd have been able to know that pretty early on based on whether their team was attacking it, and then you could get shaped for defense. So yeah, try to go for that. If you get a red core, slapping it to the side or slapping it up and down for your team is usually quite a good shout. Hard luck. Birdie's calling out there, same side boot a lot, which is good because it's urgency. She knows she's open. Good call out, Tommy. Hard luck. Good idea. Well done, Birdie. Backing up, that's good. Spreading out nicely, that's it, good. The only thing I'm not a fan of, I mean, I like this setup, it's pretty good, but it's quite nice to have like a sideways pass option for the player on the disc in case they get rushed, because else all the passes are forward, and it's quite easy for one person to make all of those passes quite tricky. So it would have been quite nice to see maybe CC pop up to Pac-Man or Cloud in this situation, so that, yeah, the forward pass is an option, but also if you get pressured, the sideways pass is there. So maybe just bear in mind, if you're playing these kind of slow plays and you're trying to draw them out, try and offer that sideways pass as much as you can. I was going to tell you off for that, Todd, but it looked really good, so I'm not going to. Good shot on the bounce on the backboard. Yeah, just be mindful that you guys are climbing up the leaderboard now, and the level you're now at and above you tend to have better goalies, and those goalies will make their save quite often. So it's quite risky. That's it. That's a good clear. There we go. That's what I want to see. Great recovery, CC. CC the striker. Get in there. What a shot. That was a great clear as well to set that up. Nice one, Tommy. And CC. What a shot. Sorry, I'm just laughing because I'm listening to your comms. So Birdie said, let's go for the mop-up. Come on, the cleaning ladies. I like that. Hashtag cleaning crew. But, yeah, this is... I know I told you I want backstack to be much more aggressive. And I want them to be pressuring the disc in when it's floating and going for it. But I should have made it quite clear. I kind of meant more in your own half. Because by doing this and pushing forward and pressing a disc in that kind of situation is a little bit more risky, because if they clear that and stack to it, you haven't got a goalie or a defender. So, yeah, perhaps only pressure the disc with that kind of intent if you see it loose in your own half and you know you can get it, or if you're anticipating a pass or something. Good recovery. Good round. Let's look at the stats. Oh. Yeah, fucking hell. 73% possession, guys. That is awesome. Other team can't score if they haven't got the disc, right? And that all comes down to your backwards passing, your sideways passing, slowing the play down, and just controlling the game. 13 shots taken to their none. Dominant. 5 assists as well, which is nice. I think before you weren't getting too many assists, and you nearly all of your goals, if not all of your goals, had an assist. So it shows your team play is improving. No saves because you didn't need to. Stuns, not bad either. Great round. Let's look at the individual stats. Yeah, that's kind of thing I was expecting to see here. Lots of points for the strikers. CC's 3-pointer there, helping her points out as well. But everyone's got an assist, which means everyone's getting involved in the attack, which is great to see. Stuns are a little low from you guys. If you're not stunning them, mind you, they haven't got the disc much, so there's not so much value in stunning them, so ignore that. Right, let's skip through. So I came in at this point to give some like mid-round feedback. No, not mid-round. In-between round feedback. So the feedback I gave was about cleaning up the comms, getting rid of the unnecessary chatter so that you can hear the important stuff. And there was something else. Oh yeah, it was about the backstack pressuring the disc in the opposition half and trying to leave that to the attackers. And backstacker there to mop up whatever the attackers can't win, basically. So that's the feedback I gave this round. So now, let's see if you acted on it. I should also point out that they've brought in their 2 subs for this game to give them a run out and stretch their legs a little bit. So let's see how they get on. Again, I love that Tob, winning neutral joust and chucking the disc forward, but with intent. You're not just slapping it and hoping. Good. GB the striker. I noticed watching this at the first time round. GB's a very naturally talented striker. She's got a real eye for goal. So I can already hear Birdie telling Henry where they need to be going as backstack and saying go. Nearly perfect. Hard luck. Guys, the idea was there. I like that. You saw that the disc was loose and you left, I think you call it star, don't you? Left star to go and pressure it. And the idea was perfect. That's exactly when you want to be aggressive as the backstack. You were just unfortunate that you missed it, but the idea was perfect. Good recovery from top. Let's see what we do. Everyone's being marked. So push it forward. Good, Top. Good. That's perfect. That's when I don't mind a little bit of floating or a bit of movement with the disc. If everybody's marked, like they are in this situation, then that means no one's pressuring you, because the goalie's not going to come out and pressure you, right? So you're not marked. Walk it forward. Happy days. You can float a little bit. And you need to recognise as a person on the disc... Sorry, I got something in my throat. Recognise as the player on the disc, if someone does now pressure you, that means one of these pass options is now open, because anyone pressuring you now has left whoever they were marking. So this is good. Walk it forward slowly. Look at see where the pressure's coming from, and that means there's an open pass there. So good. Although Birdie, I don't like this that you've come to the top there because you've taken away a pass option, and you could have brought your marker in with you and forced a pass. You're better off staying wide, or even coming a little bit wider, so you're always that pass option. Pressure GB. Could call out Tob. Nice back pass. Unfortunate. Can we win that? That's it. Backing up. Good, good. Now spread out. That's a nice pass. Okay. In this situation, the perfect pass would have been up to Salamat, up to Henry on the right shoulder. I'll pause it here in a second, you'll see. So Top receives a disc here. Goes to pressure it, but he's kind of got 2 players chasing him and a goalie in, so the shot here isn't the perfect option. Salamat's open on the right shoulder. So if you were to make this pass over to Henry, he'd have a much greater chance of scoring than you. However, Henry, you never made the call out that you were on right shoulder. So Tob wouldn't think to make the pass. You know, if you're not asking for it, you're not going to get it. And going for the stun on a goalie at this close isn't much value in that. You're better off staying on shoulder as a pass option. from this close in. Yeah, stunning out the goalie is something. If you need a 3-pointer, stun the goalie out. Yeah, that makes sense. But I don't think you'd get there in time to stun him out with how close top already is. So yeah, stay on your shoulder. Shout for that pass if you know you're open, and in this instance you're wide open. You're the perfect pass option there. So make sure you're calling that out. Okay. Good recovery. That's the pass. Nice. Well done again, GB. So, Birdie's giving GB a bit of a team, or a bit of a captain's chat here, saying, don't forget, sometimes we need to pass back. Which is true. We'll look at this situation GB's in. No defenders. One-on-one with a goalie. If I was GB, 100% I'm going to score that. I'm going to try and score that. If I was GB, I'd probably ding it. But GB will see this and go, fuck it, yeah, fancy that. So passing back here, definitely not the option. You've got a one-on-one. Actually, you have effectively a 2-on-1, maybe even a 3-on-1. Go for goal. This is when you push the bubble. The pass back works when all 4 of their defenders are in the bubble and they're on like try-hard defense mode, because you're going to draw them out and break that defense up. Their defense at the moment is too far forward. They've been pushing you. So don't pass back. Do what GB does. Good score. Good goal. Right, and backstack, win that. Nice, that's what I want to see. Good. Again, that's that clear through mid, which caused issues. That's a pass. Nice one, Top. Oh, hard luck. So with that pass there just wasn't enough call-outs for open positions. So GB was forced to play the pass she saw in front of her. Where are we, guys? Hard luck. You got 50'd there, Henry. That's not your fault, mate. Good attempt at the clear. Right. There is a perfect example of where a green call would have been worth its weight in gold. So, I've probably gone way too far forward now. I'll skip a bit. So yeah, the clear, a good attempt, just didn't quite pull it off right. Now Top gets a disc here in acres of space, and no one gave him a green call. A lot of players in trap area, your visibility is bad, so he wouldn't know if there's someone right in the tunnel or someone right here. So he might be tempted just to get up and throw it as quick as he can and throw away possession. A good green call here would have let him kind of get set up in a nice passing position and let you guys get forward. So don't forget those green calls, all right? They're really important. Nice. Bit of a dribble play there. Very good. So it worked out in the end, but just for future, those green calls can save a dodgy clear. Right, you guys should be together. Ooh. So Birdie, that's not the time to pressure. I heard you shouting, let's pressure, go, go, go. You had the front stack already kind of looking to apply pressure, and the player was anchored with the disc. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to get around you if you try to pressure them. Backstack, your job is to pressure a loose disc or intercept a pass, or when it gets to this kind of area, get back and cover goal. All right. I like the aggression, and believe me, it takes a long time to get used to how aggressive you're supposed to be as backstack. It's something my team has started doing probably a quarter of the way into the season, and I'd say we still haven't quite mastered it So that's a good 20 or so games, plus scrims. And we still haven't quite got used to when we should pressure with the backstack. But so it does take a long time to develop and get used to it. Ooh, Gomzik lost tracking now. Why is no one stacking? So that disc was floating for a good 5 to 10 seconds there. You should have had a stack on that. That's a good clear. Right. Unlucky. Great. I really like this from GB. I'm just going to go back a little bit because this is a good... I'm not sure if all of you guys do this or not. So GB needed a red call here, really. Didn't get one. But so she's assuming she's going to be red, which is what you do. If you're chasing a disc into a corner and you can't see behind you and you don't get a call, you want to assume you're red. So she's got her shield up way before she even gets the disc, just in case someone's on her. And in this case, Will Cole is. So that's really good to see. Shielding just before you grab the disc and just after you throw it can save you a lot of time stunned. So good work. And a good slap as well. That's a perfect example of that slap. Just slapping it out and hoping someone's there. That's a good pass. That's a good pass. A lot of players would have been tempted to shoot there. So great choice to make that pass there, Henry. Nice birdie. Setting up. And you're seeing Henry coming back to offer a sideways pass. So great. Now you got Wilco out here pressuring you. So you want to walk it forward now. You've got a numbers advantage. Good. Look for another pass. Okay. The perfect pass would have been to left shoulder there. I'm not going to go back because it's going to take too long. But there was no call. Again, if you're on left shoulder in this kind of situation, you are the best pass. Make sure you're screaming at them. Let them know you're there. Because else they're going to zero in and see nothing but the goal. So shout for that pass, alright? They've cleared it and your stacks are there rapidly. Very good. So back to get back. Nice. So quick. Good pressure from front stack. Great recovery, Henry. Lovely. 1 second. I've got a really loud fucking digger outside my window. Shut up. Live on a new estate and it's like a fucking building site outside. Right. I love this again. Stepping back, looking for a pass. Great. Again, that's a little bit of a risky shot. You're quite far out. But 70 meters per second and pretty close to the pocket. So, good shot with the technique. Good shot with the speed and the position and the way you placed it. You're quite a way out, so maybe a little bit risky. Okay, so front stack, really, you want to be stacked together. If you're stopping on diamond, you want to be one on top of the other. You want to be stacked ready, so then you can pressure this kind of mistake really quickly. Great call out, birdie. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think you left boot a little early. Nice work, GB. Finish that. Ooh. I love that call out from Henry. He's just letting you know there's an open goal. Tempting you to go for the shot. Good work. Unlucky with a shot. But good call out there, Henry. Letting them know there's an open goal. That's the kind of comms that I want to hear. A bit messy, but... So, this is something... I'm not going to keep going back, I promise. But we're in a situation here where we lose the disc due to lack of passing options. We'll come back to where we were. Okay, cool. So you're getting a call here from Birdie saying she's on Nest, but she's not. She's on Shield, so that's probably going to be the first bit that confuses Tob here. Where's Henry? Henry's up here on Cloud, I believe. Is he there? Oh, no, he's not. He's floating. Okay. So Henry's not a pass option. He's floating. Cool. Birdie is on Shield, as is GB. Now, the problem with this, you're both right together with a player here. So Tob's not going to look at that and go, that's a favourable pass, because you're marked pretty much. So, yeah, the problem here is that GB and Birdie are too close together. You want to spread out, so it's harder to mark you. If you're together, one player can mark you, okay? The other option, potentially, is that Tob's quite low down here. He's got a lot of geo in his way, so he can't see you, and the passing lane might not be all that clear. So ideally, I'd actually like to see one of you either on Diamond here or on Boot, so you're more on his level, offering that more obvious pass. Tob loses a disc here purely because there isn't a good enough pass option open to him, and he kind of gets a bit stuck. Sanomat recovers. Now spread out, guys. Nice effort. That was the right pass to make. Unfortunate they didn't connect. Okay. Ah, no red call for Tob there, guys. That is perfect chance for a red call. Or yellow, actually. That's a yellow call. Because his back was turned to the play. He didn't know these guys were here. And he probably still doesn't know this guy's coming for him. Good call, Tob, for a wall. Beautiful. Ah, I'd have loved to have seen that go in. Hard luck. Okay. Nice one, GB. I hope this video isn't going on too long. Where are we? Does it say? Shit. Okay. We're on 42 minutes already and there's still another round to go. Fuck. Okay. I promise I'll rush through the last round. Good pressure front stack. Stick together. Keep going. That's it. Good idea. And go, 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 go. Great work front stack. I love that. Right, now slow down. Let defense catch up. Good. Perfect. Again, Birdie needed a red call there. Now that is, so Birdie's there calling for the pass back, and that's the perfect time to do it. You've got effectively 3 goalies. So, yeah, no shot is going to be guaranteed around there. So passing it back, making them spread out, perfect. That's right, Birdie. You tell him. You're being too aggressive. We need to slow it down. Spot on. Yes, GB. That's a finish. Got a real eye for goal, isn't she? Right, backstack, that's yours. Win that. Yes, guys, that's perfect. Yeah, buddy. Beautiful, Henry. That's what Kardaski was saying. Ah, oh, Tob, why would you go for that? Okay, I think I picked up on this between rounds, but here you had Birdie shouting at GB to pass it back. You had a 3-on-1 advantage in the bubble. You don't want to pass your way out of that situation. You want to capitalise on it. Maybe trickier because there wasn't an obvious open pass, because you had Salamat here floating and GB at an awkward angle, so a difficult shot. So maybe the back pass was the right shout. But another thing, Birdie, you shouted for a back pass. You didn't tell them where you are. So she might assume she's red because she's getting that shout for an urgent pass. She might assume she's red, so quick, make that pass quickly. But you could be on double diamond, you could be on cloud, you could be on station, you could be on diamond. You know, let her know exactly where you are for that back pass, okay? And that's what happens, yeah. Good recovery front stack. Quick look at the stats. Possession hadn't changed much. There we go. Yeah, still dominating possession. You've let them get a shot on target, but, you know, that's to be expected. Yeah. Yeah, see, they are massively outstunning you, but again, I think that's because they're pushed back on defense for most of the game, so kind of to be expected. 8 points from GB. So I don't think GB plays for the last round. I think she had to go, but some feedback specifically for GB then. Obviously, you're a natural striker there. You're seeing opportunities, and you're nearly always taking those opportunities and scoring with them. You are very, very hard to hear. You're very quiet, very softly spoken. I'm not sure if that's because you're shy or maybe because you're new to the team or whatever. But if you're not heard in this game, very often you're not going to get the disc. And I think there's a few opportunities for you to call for a pass where either you didn't or you did, but it was very quiet, and so it was kind of ignored. So you could have scored even more this round, to be fair, with some louder communication. But you know, that's for you guys to work out as a team, helping GB feel comfortable with the team so she can talk out and be nice and loud. Positive encouragement is really key there. So keep working on that. But yeah, great first round from GB for the first round I've seen her play. Very, very good, very promising player there. Let's skip into round 3. Now my between round feedback here was on the colour callouts and making sure you're using them. I think I challenged everyone to give at least 5 colour callouts throughout the round. Realistically, you want to be doing way more than that, but I'm just trying to get you guys used to doing it a bit more. And the other bit of feedback was requesting back passes in situations where maybe that's not the best option. Hard luck, buddy. Spread out, guys. That's the right pass. Unlucky. Oh, why have I lost my map? Shit. I love that. Really little thing there, but the CC shouting out that stack's going to come for me in a minute. So Tommy just goes and stuns them so they can't. Love that. Great. You want to make that pass before you floated forward, really, Birdie, but it works. I love that. Such a good goal. Yeah, I don't have much feedback for that goal. It was messy, but it worked. Yeah. Right, front stack. Let's make that yours. Oh, good idea. You got it. Nice one. I love that little clear. Unlucky. So I think this round, you guys have kind of relaxed a little bit too much. You kind of realised that you were dominating the match. So communication kind of fell a bit. Plays got a little bit sillier. It's to be expected when you're dominating, I guess. It's not a VRML match, so every point doesn't matter. Good. I like this setup, but I'd rather see one of these guys on the other side. Ooh. They didn't do too much wrong for that goal. It was a very, very good clear from them. And your stack just wasn't quite accurate enough to pick it up. So it's just bad luck. a first chance to see your rollout, and I can hear Birdie saying we're going for a PE launch now. Good. That's what I want to see you doing. Does it work? Perfect. Unlucky with the first throw. Again, you want to aim for the kind of outside edge of the tunnel with that QB. And I want to see you guys using that PE launch for every single rollout now, purely because you're moving up. You know, you're getting towards high silver, low gold now, right? And realistically, you can't really be launching from the ring, not in the EU. It works in NA because regrabbing isn't as quick over there. But in the EU, if you're launching from the ring, teams will be beating you to the disc and really pressuring your quarterback. So yeah, make sure you get in training that PE launch. Just do the drill I do with you guys. Just get 4 of you in, or 6 of you. If you can get a whole team in a couple of times a week, that's perfect. Practice your rollouts. Do what we did yesterday, where you switch teams after each goal. Make sure you're getting used to launching from the PE launch, and get the other 2 guys to be some opposition players for you to pressure the passes. Oh, that's a good effort. Right, that's great work from Backstack. Unlucky that you hit some Geo, but good to get forward and chase that. Oh, Tommy, hard luck, mate. That was a good idea. It's the kind of shot I missed, that. It's a... Never mind. Right, stop here, CC. Slow down. That's it. Good. Right, yeah. Going back to the chat we had about unnecessary chatter. I'm just going to... I'll let you guys decide for this bit. I'm just going to let it play for 20 seconds and just listen to how much of the communication you think is relevant and how much of it you think is irrelevant. Looking at you, Birdie.
Yes,
Oh, that's you guys. You guys don't need to freak me out with your boosters like that.
And Cece.
Yes, I'm on Bullseye. I'm on Pac-Man even, not Bullseye.
That was the highest I could go.
This is Pac-Man, right? I am cross Pac-Man, so if you want to know the little...
No, was Tommy the best option there?
Right.
I
Not
grabbed
really.
the legs.
Tom.
I mean, I'm quite next to you. I don't think you should.
Right,
Okay.
Emily, I'm at no.
Oh.
Okay, we'll pause it there for a second. I'll let you guys be the judge of how much of that communication was helpful and how much of it was probably muddying comms for everyone else. Yeah, I won't comment. Right, so it's still going. It's still happening. Way too much talking. Now Tommy makes a really good call out here. He says, "I'm wide open on left shoulder. I'm open. I'm on left shoulder." And I don't think anyone hears him because everyone's chatting and just being daft. And he was 100% the pass option because you'd have an easy one-on-one to score. So yeah, that's the importance, guys, of keeping your comms clear. Nice. Go Backstack, go, go, go. Nice. The only breakdown in communication there is that Tob and Tommy weren't listening to Backstack because I heard Backstack saying we're going to go for that. We've got that. And Tommy and Tob still went for it. So you end up in a situation now where all 4 of you are around the disc and you haven't got a pass. So if Backstack go for it, Tob and Tommy, you want to kind of stay forward or get into a position ready for a pass, all right? Scrappy. Everyone's grouped up. Okay. So, oh, you lucky. I was just thinking to myself, why haven't you passed it to Cece yet? She's wide open on backboard. That's a really easy goal. And I was like, pass it then. Why aren't you passing it? Birdie, pass it. And then you just scored. So, fair enough. It works. If it works, I guess. But no, in all seriousness, though, the pass was to Cece there. You want to make that as soon as you see her open and there's no defenders around. Make that pass, easy goal. Birdie's just said, Kaidasa's not going to be happy about all this extra communication. Yeah, I literally think this round's just a case of you've been dominating for 2 rounds, so you've just relaxed. That's the case. Okay. You're still talking. It's quite funny to listen to you guys, but you're still talking about something that happened 20 seconds ago. So there are no other comms going on because you can't talk over that. Just yeah, bear it in mind. Cool. So yeah, there's not much more I can really coach on for this round because it's just gone a bit. Everyone's just playing for fun now. Nice job. I'm just listening to your comms now. Sorry if it's not very entertaining to listen to, but you're quite funny as a team. Very light-hearted and fun, which is very good. You always want that on a team. I think what I want to see next time, I want to see you scrimming against a team in high silver or low gold. Maybe us, actually. I've got a lot of changes being made to my roster and my team in the off-season, so I'm on the lookout for a few new players, and then once I've got a kind of team together, I'd love to get you guys in for a scrim. It'll help me out, but also it will see how you play a more challenging team. I want to see how you act when you're losing, when you're down. I want to see if comms change, if they're better or worse. I want to see how you adapt to a faster level of play. So we'll try and organise that in the next couple of weeks. We'll have a little Tyro EU versus Space Circles rematch, which I think will be good for all of you. I think from now on, you're at that point in your development now where you've got better very quickly, similar to us, and you need to start scrimming against teams who are really challenging you. There's an old chess saying, which is the only way to get better is by playing someone better than yourself. And I think that's very true for Echo. So look at scrimming silver and gold teams now exclusively, I think. And then, yeah, you should see yourself improve even more. Because you can see the trouble with games like this. You've dominated this game, this whole match, every single round. Completely dominated it. So there's no challenge here for you guys at the moment. And hence, you know, you've got all relaxed and chatty and silly, and so you're not really getting anything from this scrim at all. If anything, it might be a bit detrimental because you've relaxed so much that if this was say a warm up scrim for a VRML match against maybe a silver team, you might actually go into that match way too relaxed and get punished. So yeah. Anyway. That's the review. I know I couldn't really review much of round 3, but yeah, hopefully that wasn't too long again. Yeah, key points then, keeping those comms nice and clear and concise and focused on the game. Loving the slow plays. I'm loving the pass backs and the sideways passing. That control of possession is really, really good. It'll be harder to do against kind of the silver and gold teams because there'll be pressuring you more and marking better. But that's why you need to get in a scrimming against those kind of teams, because it's going to be helping you out in the long run. So yeah, fantastic game, absolutely dominant. Compare this to the first couple of videos I've done for you. This was a much better game, much better control. So well done, everybody. Yeah, you've got a really good little team there now. I think with the roster you've got, one of the nice things about bringing in someone like GB is she's going to be offering that kind of competition for places, I think, for Tom and Tommy, which some players respond to really well. Knowing that there's another very good striker on the team can push you guys on to develop and keep you guys want to keep your space in the team ultimately on the starting four, so you guys are going to be pushing on harder to keep your place. You've also got a very good sub there in Henry, who seems to be able to do just about everything reasonably well, so that's really good. Yeah, you haven't really got any weak spots in your team. I'm loving the Birdie CC backstack. You guys have come along a long way. You're very good defensively, and now that you're going to start implementing that, going to diamond on every defensive rollout and pressuring any loose passes, you'll find that you guys get a lot more possession now. So the focus is on what you do with that possession and setting up the attacks nicely, as you have done in this game. But bearing in mind that in other games against stronger teams, you might not have as much time to set up as you did. So maybe not playing quite as relaxed next time. Awesome. I will leave that there, and I will let you all know when I've uploaded it. And we'll try and organise this scrim. Nice one. See you later, dudes.